So I'm out here at the square in Oxford, Mississippi. I wanted to interview this group of protesters standing right outside of City Hall to try to find out why they thought the statue needed to come down. Every one of them got completely triggered, offended that somebody was coming up there and was asking them what their real reason was for being out there. I was out there as an independent journalist, just trying to ask questions. They thought the statue needed to come down. Hey there. Hey. So the real reason I came out here was to continue taping. What's that?
I was just going to ask, what you doing?
Well, I'm actually doing a documentary called Riding with the Outlaw. 3 years ago, back May 1st, I was standing in front of the Confederate statue right there holding the state flag of Mississippi, and I was arrested for not having a permit. It sparked a chain series of events after that, which ultimately led to me being framed for a crime that I did not commit May 26th. It was a political stunt in order to, it served 4 different purposes. My statute of limitations runs in 20 days, or just over 2 weeks. And I'm here to document it, to obtain evidence. I've already got the evidence needed to overturn my conviction and show that it was a framed crime. So I'm wanting to document it with Riding with the Outlaw. You can go to ridingwiththeoutlaw.com.
All right.
Yes, sir. Trying to be able to hold both phones at the same time and still control everything. The mic. I've rigged one of my studio mics up for this purpose. All right. Would you look who it is? All right. So, does somebody want to talk to me now? Anybody? Y'all just gonna stand here and not say anything? There we go. Look, I'm not even trying to be confrontational with y'all. I just want somebody to tell me why. That's it. Just tell me why. I'm not telling you you're wrong. In fact, what I'm telling you is that all y'all have the right to be here. All y'all do. I'm a Marine Corps veteran. I took an oath back in 2007. At the end of 2007, I took an oath to uphold and defend the Constitution. Okay? So y'all's First Amendment rights very well does give you the right to be here. My First Amendment rights gives me the right to ask you questions. Because clearly y'all have a statement that you want to make, which is why you're out here in public holding signs. So why are you being quiet now? Normally y'all have no problem raising your voice, getting loud. Why do you want to be quiet now? No answers. No answers. This is perfect for my documentary. This is perfect for my documentary. Because y'all can't even answer why you're even out here. Why you think the statue needs to come down. Why you think a statue kills. All lives matter. Okay? Black lives matter. White lives matter. Mexican lives matter. Chinese lives matter. All lives matter. Nothing? No answer? All I'm looking for is just an answer. I want nothing more than an answer. Fine. Y'all had your chance, opportunity to state what your cause was into the public domain. But now I'm going to go back to filming my documentary. I gave you your chance. It's pretty weak, though, to just stand there and say nothing. Yes, sir. All lives matter.
All right. Drive my car, and I get a indicator comes on. It says low tire pressure.
Yeah.
I go. Do I buy 1 tire or I buy 4 tires? If all lives matter. That tire.
1 tire. I'm going to replace the 1 tire.
That's right, because that 1 tire mattered at that time.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Now, no scenario, and I appreciate you engaging.
But let's
hold on.
yeah.
I appreciate you engaging in the conversation. So I'm driving. All right. So there's two buildings. Right? Pick one. Any one you want. Pick one. It's yours. Catherine Bay.
Let's go lily pad.
Okay, lily pad. Okay. And I have Ajax. And in Ajax there's a cooking kitchen. I have a grease fire. And the kitchen's on fire. And I call 911. I got a fire at Ajax. And they come to the wrong address and they put water on lily pad. But that house not on fire. But all houses matter. All lives matter. That particular time, one needed more attention.
Right. I understand. That's a great point. Okay.
Get in the car.
The main reason that this whole issue got re-inflamed was because of the George Flynn. Was it not? Because everything had calmed off, and then the George Flynn, the staged, guarantee you it was a Hollywood act. Guarantee you it was a Hollywood act.
Okay.
All right. So George Flynn, that cop was murdered. He needs to go to prison for the rest of his life. But at the same time, I agree that he should get due process. Everybody should get due process. That's something every American should get. Okay? There are way more white people every year that get killed by police than black.
Yes.
So that argument right there kind of is a little mute on that topic, being that Black Lives Matter is coming out here and getting so noisy because of a bad cop killing a black man.
Correct.
That everything shows looks staged. I don't know if you've seen the close-ups and police being on the license tag of the cruiser. Maybe it wasn't. Either way, he was a damn shitty cop that killed a man. He killed a man. Okay? Let's forget about the skin color for a second. He killed a man.
Yeah. Put humanity into it. Correct.
Okay? Yeah. And that's the thing. It doesn't matter. I look at you the same way I look at anybody else. Until you give me a reason,
You're good.
you're good. I'm not going to say you're my black friend, you're my friend. Okay? So, I'm kind of, I find it a mute point.
Okay. All right. Thanks for your time.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Hey, what was your name?
Brian White.
Brian White. Matt Reardon.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Anybody want to address anything yet? Are y'all still staying quiet? Doesn't matter to me either way. Either way. Look, you have the right to be here. You have the right to feel the way you want to feel. I have the right to ask you questions. I have the right to not be demonized or quote-unquote doxxed, as y'all like to call it. All I'm doing is I'm being an independent journalist trying to ask you questions. And nobody wants to answer them. So I tried to ask them questions. They wouldn't answer. They clammed up right as soon as I started asking them. There may be college age. Maybe. There they are right there. They are being peaceful. They're not being loud. But whenever you go to ask them why they're there, they won't even so much as answer. When asked why they're there, they shut down. They won't give an answer. They will not give an answer. No surprise. So this right here, where they're at, was the same place. May 1st, 2017. I was arrested standing in that very place. Okay? In that very place. Deputy Timmy Pruitt pulled up, asked if I had a permit to be there. Told him I had the First Amendment. He said if I didn't have a permit, he was going to take me to jail for disorderly conduct. Whether or not they've got a permit, I don't care. Because I'm a strong advocate that a permit shouldn't even be required in the first place. It's ridiculous. I'm going to continue going around the square, getting some video footage for Riding with the Outlaw. Okay? Once again, go to www.ridingwiththeoutlaw.com. Follow along with my story, my journey to vindicate myself. The arrest here in the square, May 1st, 2017, ultimately led to what happened May 26th. A huge political stunt that also helped a mother get complete custody of her kid. Even more so, to permanently get the kid's father out of the child's life. To save two business owners that I did nothing more than what they did, but it helped them. And then for political purposes, which for those that don't know, go back, listen to the live streams last night, the night before, where I go through the finer details of my story. I'm going to get off of here right now. I'm going to record with the Osmo going around the square. Get some key parts as the sun is setting. Make sure you follow the Oxford Outlaw. Also, for those on here, go to Riding with the Outlaw Facebook page. I just started a Facebook page for it. One of the reasons is because Facebook keeps putting me on a temporary ban where they take my page down. Not take my page down, but take my ability to post to the page away. All I got to do is just share it to a couple of groups, and boom. I can't post anything to my page for another 24 hours. It's unfortunate. It sucks. Yeah. I mean, I think another social media site needs to come about like yesterday. What's going on, man? They won't answer any questions. I've tried to ask them. I mean, they've got a public point to make, but they won't answer any questions.
I live here in Lane County. I'll be up here every time these pockets up bitches are out here. If you post this fucking money, then you don't get your ass. That's all I can let you know right there. Post this money for the Pittsburgh, North Carolina. Let's see what happened in Pittsburgh just the other day. What happened to y'all?
How you doing, buddy?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Doing good. I tried to ask them questions. They wouldn't answer.
They ain't got nothing to say, but they're ignorant. They have no idea, no inkling of why this monument is here.
Oh, exactly.
They have no idea that this monument is my great-great-grandfather's headstone.
Yeah.
Died in battle. Was buried in mass trenches, the graves. Get down the street.
All right. Cody?
Great-great-grandfather. I have no fucking idea why this monument is here. Y'all just want to keep stirring up the shit. We ain't gonna let you do it. Let me do something. This is Mississippi. We do shit different down here. So, shit will be here short. Y'all gonna have to go.
see, look, here's the crazy thing. I wasn't even trying to be confrontational. All I wanted was an answer as to why the statue should come down.
Why the fuck they're here?
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out which one I want to stand in front of.
And here's the thing. The mentality of it is the funniest part. See, it's a mentality of take it down and change it, or we'll take it down and change it. It's so entitled.
Yeah.
What makes you little college kids so entitled?
They never worked a hard day.
Like, oh, look at this guy.
Permit to stand out here. No, not when you gotta have a permit. Not when you gotta have a permit, you know. No, when you gotta have a permit, you know. Sure don't. I paid hundreds of dollars to have a bench out here. I'm damn for one of y'all sitting out here for free.
Right? What's up, Cody?
Y'all want to be up here, y'all want to spread out.
I just want answers. I mean, that's it. I'm here just to journalize this. Y'all have your time right now to state an actual legitimate reason why you're here. That's it. I'm giving you free publicity for riding with the outlaw. Right now is your time to speak and say why you're here. Nothing. Yeah, I mean, they can't even say why the statue needs to come down. They just want the damn statue down.
Yeah, they want to come over here. This bullshit time.
Actually, that was me with the state flag.
Take a picture. There's K-Rack Johnson. They know me well around here. You can dox me all you want to. Dox me on it.
Oh, I know. They took my information.
New York Times. I know exactly who you are. All right, I know exactly who you are.
Yeah, I'm a journalist.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently you side with these commies.
No, I'm just documenting just like this.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
I know, I've been to it several times.
And I was here to get video footage.
They have no explanation of why they're here.
Yeah, none. Well, here, I'll interview you. I'll interview you then.
Man, I got plenty of explanation. Excuse my teeth. I got my teeth knocked out by a bunch of commies the other day when I kicked a bunch of their asses.
Really?
Oh yeah, sent two of them to the hospital.
Tell you what, let's step over here in front of this thing. How about right here? That way we're not out in the road. We're kind of in the parking spot area.
Oh, yeah, on this side of it.
It's fine. Right there. All right. So go ahead and state your name.
K-Rack Johnson.
K-Rack Johnson.
Yes, sir.
K-Rack. What brings you out here?
Man, I'm out here to protect my great-great-grandfather's headstone. My great-great-grandfather's buried at the cemetery over here in Oxford. Yep. This memorial is placed up for their lives lost. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to protect this from these commie bastards that's been out here protesting every damn night over this monument that has absolutely positively nothing to do with anything about George Floyd or Black Lives Matter or anything like that. It has absolutely nothing. All they want to do is cry and blow snot bubbles and stomp their feet. Yep. You know, they got the monument moved over at the they got the approval to move the monument on the campus, and now they're moving it to the cemetery, and they're stomping their feet and blowing snot bubbles about that. Well, now it's like absolutely nothing you can do out here in this world can make these commie son bitches happy about anything. Yep. You know, they gotta be pissing their pants and pooping their diapers and blowing snot bubbles every damn day about something or other, like the little immature little children that they are.
And what's funny is, I've noticed that every time I've come out here, they're really no older than college age.
Yeah, they're none.
And so it's not even
out of diapers.
It's not even like any senior people. They don't think that it should come to a vote. They just think it should be just ripped down, and I think it's absolutely
because their feelings. They think their feelings should outweigh the rule of law. Which, you know, in the state of Mississippi, this monument can't be moved. It's got to go through absolutely bureaucratic red tape out the wazoo to even move, but yet they want to waste their time and their efforts on something that has absolutely completely relevant to what's going on in today's time because they want to try to make a name for themselves and try to fit into a trend. And that's all this is about. This is nothing but a damn trend. This is nothing but something that they think is cool to make new friends and stuff like that. But when in the actuality, they ain't gonna do nothing but get their asses whooped, basically.
Well, it's to me, it's a power trip. It's like a drug.
Oh, it
okay,
is.
They got one win, they got two, they got Colonel Reb, they got the state flag down on city property.
Now they got the Confederate monument moved they're gonna get it moved to the cemetery where they demanded that it be moved, and now it's being moved to the cemetery, and they're still stomping their feet, blowing stomp.
I know.
And so
It's
I'm
never gonna
tired
stop.
of it. I'm not going to put up with it anymore. I'm going to fight until my last dying breath.
Absolutely.
But I'm organizing an event, a protest in the next few weeks. Another Mississippi Stands 2.0 event. It's going to be large and in charge because I'm asking every Southerner, every Mississippian to attend to show their support for our Confederate history, the people of Mississippi, and our vote on our state flag, and also to show that we have a voice in these matters of all these Confederate statues and all this other chaos and turmoil that's going on. That I want everybody that wants to get out and have their voices heard, come out and join us. The date will be coming out soon. I'm going to be working on getting it organized coming tomorrow.
Just around the Oxford area?
It'll be in Oxford.
Oxford, okay.
We're going to take over this entire town at this event. Now, when I had my event, Mississippi Stands back in February, we had about 150 people out here, which the weather hindered that a little bit.
Are you part of any group like Delta Flaggers, Our State Flag Foundation?
I'm a member of Delta Flaggers. I'm also an organizer, head organizer, and so-called leader of a group called Confederate 901.
Got it.
So I'm organizing. Billy Sessions.
Billy Sessions, that's it.
Billy Sessions with the Highwaymen. I'm Confederate 901, but I've organized 5 events in the past 4 years, 3 in Memphis and 1 here. And we ain't never had no big problems. I've always organized with local law enforcement. I pulled permits. I did everything that was legal and everything, and worked well with all the officers. Oh, the sheriff's deputy showed up.
Uh-oh.
Take it down!
Why?
Okay? You don't want to explain that one?
Yes.
You
Can't stand in one place. You got to constantly be moving. The only people that can stand in one place is the public.
Hey, Lee, can you repeat that?
All right. There can only be 4 people here at the statue at a time. Okay? Everybody else can peacefully protest, and you can walk around the court grounds. Okay? But y'all have to be moving. Y'all can't stay in one spot.
Now,
We're not going to do any arguing.
no, I'm not trying to. I'm here as an independent journalist for writing with the outlaw. Question on that, okay? So, of course, you know my feelings on that and a permit. That's not hard to guess. But when the rules for getting a permit to stand here, to peacefully protest,
Yes.
is it written in that rule book there has to be 4 people? Only 4 people in front of the statue.
Board of Supervisors passed that. You're going to take that up with them.
Which order was it? When was it passed?
I believe it was last week.
Last week.
Yeah. So, any questions you have in regards to that, take it up with the Board of Supervisors.
The same group of supervisors. Okay, can you send that to me? Oxford Outlaw or
Right here's the commissioners that approved it. District 2 and District 1.
So the motion for this amendment was made by District 2 Supervisor Larry Gillespie and seconded by District 1 Supervisor Brent Larson.
Look in the second paragraph, say it right there.
Okay, and then was it unanimous?
No, it was 2 against 2. There's only 2 last Monday.
But
The leftist was up here.
But what's crazy, Lee? Here's what's crazy. I know I've been up here because I even did it on video, and there's been more than 4 in front of the statue.
Yeah. Anytime we see that, we disperse them.
I mean, it's so convenient that this happened last week of all times.
That rule just was implemented.
It was last week.
It was implemented Monday. They're going to have to move. It was implemented Monday, the 21st. All right, guys, we can't all be here stationary at the statue. I said about my vehicle. You got to constantly be moving. So,
Well, a car doesn't if it's in a parking spot.
well, he needs to hop up off of it. He needs to be constantly be moving. Okay? Well, we can walk around.
Even though he's parked?
Mm-hmm. Y'all are gonna have to move, Matt. Okay.
Just for being parked, he's got to stay in motion to actually sit on his car. He can't sit on his car or in his car.
No, he's gonna have to move because he's protesting right here, stationary at the statue of them. Okay, so what we need to do?
Everybody has a right to be here. That's the thing.
There's the county.
We have a right to be here. We have a right to be here.
Listen, yeah, we're not gonna argue about it. We've got 4 people here at the statue. The rest of you are gonna move. Okay.
Okay.
Sheriff came out here the other day when we had more 4 people too. No, everybody had to go home.
That's my lieutenant right there.
That was him. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, hello, Sheriff. And that's
That is the craziest of rules.
The Board of Aldermen. And we're not far from shutting it down. If everybody can't comply with the Board of Aldermen, that's all I voted last week. So, we respect y'all's right to peaceful protest.
Are you live?
Yeah, I'm live right now. It's the Oxford Outlaw.
Is it
On Facebook.
on Facebook?
Yeah, the Oxford Outlaw.
Oh yeah, travel service. Sorry.
It's alright.
Language.
No, it's alright. I've said plenty of it myself.
We're not going to debate any of that stuff today.
And they won't even answer why they're out here.
No clue.
They get a free platform right now.
But at this point, let's keep moving, okay?
A free platform right now.
Support y'all guys through and through.
I'm trying to let you explain why they need to come down and give you a free, large audience, and nobody will even answer me.
I'm not causing any disturbance.
I'm not trying to.
We're not starting any arguments, okay?
Yes,
Y'all are being allowed to peacefully protest. Allow them to peacefully protest as well. So,
I'm not trying to be confrontational. I just want an answer. Like I'm not trying to be confrontational. No, I'm not. I just want to know.
yes, you are. Let them have their beliefs. You have your beliefs. Okay?
Right, but why stand out here if you're not willing to answer questions?
Okay. Well, they don't.
It's
wanna
a
answer
public. It's a public.
They do not have to answer your questions, and you don't
Right,
have to answer them.
right. Yeah, the Fifth
Right.
Amendment, the First Amendment. I get it. I'm just saying, if you're gonna hold signs, you might as well just answer a question as far as
They don't
why
have
you
to.
think.
They don't
Explain
owe
your
you-
point.
They do not owe you any answer, and you do not owe them any answer. So at this point, carry on with your protest.
That's not. No. That wasn't why I came out here. I came out here to film
Keep moving, man.
around the courthouse. Yeah,
It should be
I appreciate it, man.
it should be popping on your thing.
There we go. Dixieland, where I was born early on a frosty morning. Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland.
Away down south and Dixie.
God bless Dixie. God bless Dixie.
Trying to get St. Dixie every time I get around.
Right?
Yeah, when I get a date set, I'll let you know. I need your help promoting it. 'Cause I want every Mississippian on this planet.
I'll definitely help you, brother. There we go. Too bad I can't have the view. I can't have it on live stream on my DJI app. That way y'all can just see the phone on the gimbal. Trying to keep both phones in focus, and it's not the easiest of jobs because sometimes it won't start automatically recording on one of the phones that I think is recording, and then I'll realize that it wasn't actually recorded. Oh.
Look out for a rally we're going to have in the next couple weeks up here. A big one.
Look
Would you
at
mind getting an interview with me?
I can't be interviewed.
I got you.
lose my job, man.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I'm glad y'all out here, but I really
Yeah, I'm the reason I'm out here. I'm doing a documentary called "Riding with the Outlaw."
That's him right there, right?
they call me the outlaw.
You sure do look like an outlaw.
Oh, you
I'm the outlaw.
you should see whenever I'm wearing my trench coat around.
I bet.
The only thing is,
He looks like an
I
outlaw.
can't wear my pistol when I'm wearing my trench coat because I gotta get my carry permit again.
Yeah. So May 1st of 2017, I was standing in front of the Confederate statue. It was just me by myself, holding the state flag of Mississippi. Deputy Timmy Pruitt pulled up. He asked me if I had a permit to be there.
One person.
One person. Holding the state flag, had a gun on my hip.
Yeah.
As I'm legally allowed to do.
Yeah.
I said I have the First Amendment. I'm a Marine Corps veteran. I signed up and took an oath to uphold and defend our Constitution.
Right.
And I felt that it's unconstitutional, just out of principle, to be on public property in front of the statue holding the state flag of Mississippi.
Right.
The cornerstone of our First Amendment rights.
Right.
You know, to be proud of my state flag.
You're
And
convincing me.
yeah, he said if I didn't have a permit, that I'd have to leave. If I didn't leave, I would face arrest for disorderly conduct. Actually, the video went viral on my page.
Cool.
So I told him I was going to take the video straight to my attorney. You can't threaten me with the First Amendment rights. And I turned around because he wasn't wearing his badge on his uniform. He had forgotten. It was like he had his feet kicked up on the desk before he got the call by some liberal to come out here. And he forgot to put his badge on. So I turned around and I asked him what his badge number was. That infuriated him. That was what he charged at me and put me under arrest for.
He did arrest you.
He did arrest me. So the video went viral, got millions of views. Cop Block picked it up. You know, talked about when toting the flag gets you arrested. And there was a chain reaction of events that happened after that. The mother of my child, my ex, I got a 6-year-old now with her. Her attorney, her original attorney in the child custody matter was the mayor's husband, Ray Tannehill.
Oh, gosh.
Her newest attorney, right after that, there were 2 fake allegations put against me in May of 2017, restraining orders to keep my child away from me. Her attorney right there was Mona Pittman, and she coincidentally worked in the basement of Mr. Tannehill's building. And did legal stuff, from what I was told, had pass downs from Ray. And so then we had the Frank and Marley's incident where the owner threw out my chicken wings that I paid cash for. And so I called for a boycott. I already had a lot of attention on me, for protecting the statues, going to NOLA, all that. And anyways, it was back and forth on Facebook. It was May 20th, I went and I got an AR-15. That happened like May 18th. I had a death threat forwarded to me from my ex. Said that somebody was intent on killing. I bought an AR-15 on the 20th of May. On the 22nd of May, a restraining order is taken out by the Tannehills on me. I'm pulled over the next day and given a restraining order. I was on the board. I was listed on the board minutes to speak out at City Hall and address the mayor and the board of aldermen June the 6th. Coincidentally, the same day that she was elected mayor. However, here's the thing. Here's where the plot thickens. May 26th, I pull on the square to go have a drink. I met with the FBI on May 25th about the death threat and about how I was served that restraining order while I was listed on the board to speak out. I felt like there was a First Amendment attack on me to try to silence me and keep me away from the city officials. Then, May 26th, the next day, I get pinned in by 3 sheriff's deputies, investigators, pulled out of my car, taken to the jail, not told what they were arresting me for until they got me there. They claimed that on or before May 8th, I took the lynches in fear of their life with the AR-15 that I didn't purchase until May 20th. I sat in jail for 4 days until May 30th before I even got a bond hearing. You're supposed to only get 2 days before you go before a judge. Judge Carolyn Bell met with the sheriff's investigator behind closed doors while I was sitting in the courtroom. They closed the door, he went out. 10 minutes later came in, she read me what the charge was.
I said, Your Honor, I'd like to address the court. She said, you have the right to remain silent. I said, I know what my rights are, my constitutional rights. I'm a Marine Corps veteran. And she said, that doesn't matter. Or she said, Mr. Reardon, you have the right to remain silent. I'm setting your bond at $150,000. I've never been accused of a felony a day in my life. So I sat in jail, found out my court-appointed attorney.
This year?
This is 2017.
2017.
The reason I'm doing Riding with the Outlaw is because I'm down to about 2 weeks left before my statute of limitations runs, where I can't do anything civilly about it in order to overturn my conviction.
Really?
It's a 3-year statute of limitations. So I actually got out of jail July 6th.
Where do you learn all this law?
Huh?
Where do you learn the law? I mean, you saying a lot of law. You just read it?
I just, everything, I become an expert in anything that I need to do. I'm actually going to more than likely be filing my own lawsuit.
All right, so you got arrested.
Yeah.
Have you gone to court for a trial yet for all that? Or you still pending?
No, here's the worst part. I was coerced, under stress, under duress, because my daughter had already been yanked away from me.
To plea?
Yes. So I did it because I needed to provide for my daughter.
Right.
They realized the one way to get a favored outcome was to use my daughter. That was the one and only weakness that I had was my daughter, which has now been taken from me for the last 5 months. I haven't seen her since January 18th. And she's in gross contempt. My ex is in gross contempt of the judge's order, but the courts are backed up.
They would be legitimately backed up because they haven't been in session, have they? There's all this COVID stuff. Wow.
So
hang in there.
Yeah. So basically, I pled out to a crime that I couldn't have committed, and I had evidence that I couldn't have committed
For your daughter.
for my daughter. So I'm standing here on the north side of the Circuit Courthouse in Oxford, Mississippi. It's been an eventful day today. There are a bunch of college-age kids over on the south side, right in front of the Confederate statue, holding signs wanting to take the statue down. But not one of them could give a reason as to why. When I first got out here, they were standing right next to City Hall on the steps or whatever. They were actually the first group that I walked up to. As an independent journalist today, of course, it's not hard to know what side of the fence I stand on when it comes to the state flag. But I thought it was laughable that not one of them could give me a real answer why the statues needed to come down as they claimed on their sign. What I think is so ironic is when you exercise your First Amendment rights, when you exercise your First Amendment rights to protest or stand out there for a certain cause, you should be willing to stand out there for a certain cause and talk about it if somebody asks you questions. They looked at it as harassment, quote unquote harassment. I'm sorry. If you're standing on public property and if you're calling for the destruction of history, of Southern heritage and history, harassment doesn't even come close to standing when it comes to somebody simply asking you. And it was not even in an aggressive way. I was simply asking them questions as far as why they felt the way they felt. Told them that I would give them free freaking publicity for it. This is their one time to shine. And not one answer. A little back and forth spat between another independent journalist, which if that's the case, I guess it's kind of like me standing strong for
for one side or the other. Of course, I stand with the state flag. I stand with the Constitution. Is what I stand for. Always have and always will.
Up here all night, I guess.
Yeah, I got to go meet up with my wife here in just a minute. She tried calling me.
Oxford Outlaw, you said?
The Oxford Outlaw, and I just started the Riding with the Outlaw Facebook page. But go to ridingwiththeoutlaw.com and look at my story. I've got the new trailer posted there on the homepage of ridingwiththeoutlaw.com. It's also all over the Facebook page and all that. So, yeah, just follow along, man. I've got some bombshell evidence I just released to the public about this. I mean, bombshell evidence. Facebook page, the website, ridingwiththeoutlaw.com. That's where I have the vault.
All right, cool. Thank you, Matt.
Yes, sir. All right, so this is Oxford, Mississippi. I am the Oxford Outlaw. I've now explained bits and pieces of my story several times. And I encourage you, if you're just now joining my page, to go to my website. It's www.ridingwiththeoutlaw.com. Make sure you like and follow this page. In fact, I just created a new Facebook page. It's called Riding with the Outlaw. It's for the documentary purposes. Let's see. Turn it around, put the flash on this. Alright, so we've got... It's one of the reasons why history has to be protected. At the end of the day, these people lost their lives. This is actually the World War. Okay? Afghanistan. And what's really, really sad is they're not even a huge group of people. They're a very loud and well-organized group of people. They're not educated. They're not educated. Not the way they should be for making the stances that they're making. Or just acting as atrocious. Do I follow Q? I'm not sure that I'm catching on, Miranda. Like I said, these people won't even answer any questions. Now, I will show you two guys right now that are not afraid to answer some questions. I got what should be the outlaw right here. He looks like an outlaw. What was your name?
They call me the outlaw. I leave it at that.
They call him the outlaw.
The
Okay.
sheriff's department knows me as the outlaw.
What now? Why does the sheriff's department know that you're the outlaw, or think of you as the outlaw?
Because the way I dress.
That's it.
I usually always carry a antique 44 black powder pistol. On my hip, I carry antique firearms and all that pre-1900, because the laws state that 90% of the modern laws is exempted. I mean, 90% of the firearms that are made before 1900 is pre the modern firearm laws.
I just love constitutional carry.
Yeah.
Can I get a hell yeah for that? I mean, just being able to conceal or not conceal and not have to have a permit.
That's right.
But
I was demonized in this freaking city whenever I had the AR-15 strapped across the bulletproof vest, May 25th.
You know, there's all a bunch of liberals here that piss their pants. How many, as soon as we show our flags, they all start calling.
Oh yeah.
But that's the thing is,
I gotta go back to singing Dixie. I'm sorry.
Hey, go right ahead, man.
90% of the laws don't pertain to.
Look, most of us here in the South, we just want our history left alone. I mean, leave the monuments, the flag. Hey, If the overwhelming majority of the population votes in favor to change the flag, then by all means, I believe in a vote. I believe a vote should be preserved. At the end of the day, a vote needs to be preserved.
That's where it has made a lot of people mad. They're talking about having a vote, but not even allowing us to vote on the current flag. They have two choices that neither one of them is the current flag, just like they did
at
Ole Miss mascot.
With Colonel Reb, I was going to say, that's just like what they did with Colonel Reb. And it's not fair. Alex McDaniel, that was with the Oxford...
It's not Oxford a free and democratic government whenever you give people a choice, good or my way or his way, but you can't have it that way.
Yep.
If you want it all equal, have it all equal and have it voted on. Is don't go have a vote every 5-10 years because you don't like the outcome.
I have kind of come back here. See, I've got just over 2 weeks left. Before my statute of limitations runs, for me to be able to ultimately to sue the bastards that are obstructing justice and frame me into the dirt. But really the number one thing that I want is my rights back. They strip me of my right to own a firearm.
See, but that's the thing. Is even if you don't currently have the right to own a modern firearm, that's where black powder comes in handy.
Oh yeah, exactly.
You are exempt.
These bastards were corrupt enough to frame me in the first place and take my guns. Don't think for 1 second that that'll matter to them. If they'd go to that extent.
That's why if you are part of that, carry constitutional laws in your pocket.
Before somebody tries to come on here and say, "Oh, he was trying to be confrontational." No, I actually came out here to do some filming of the courthouse and just so happened to be lucky enough for both sides to be out here. So I looked at that as a perfect opportunity, and that's what she did for me. And that's the thing. It's like, I'm not even trying to come out and accuse you of what everybody else is saying, but you better believe that when I just ask you a question about something from a subjective standpoint, okay, to try to figure out a little bit more, give you your opportunity to say, no, that's not right, or anything, and here's the proof. It's like, you blocked me, okay, well, you just made yourself look really guilty. And I wasn't trying to even do that.
But July 19th, it's a Sunday. I plan on be marching from his car accident site, but I gotta get permission from the state troopers first. And I plan on marching up Jackson in my uniform, carrying my flag and all that, and then marching all the way up here to the courthouse because that night we have his memorial service here at the courthouse.
Gotcha, good deal. I'll definitely make sure you share, send me the information on that to my page so I can share it out, because that was one thing that I was trying to do. I truly miss the guy, and honestly, I wish I would have. I thought the first time I remember the first time that I saw Anthony, I thought he was making a mockery of our stuff. I didn't, I let ignorance get the best of me, because I just immediately, it's something just basically unheard of. At that time when I saw him for the first time, you didn't see a black man standing there holding signs and holding the state.
But the picture I love the most is him and his nephew both standing up side by side holding up flags, because what it was is whenever they did their family genealogically search, you know the word I'm trying to say, but they found out that their great-great-great-grandfather fought in the Confederate Army. And after that, that's whenever his perspective changed, and he did more research and found the units that his great-grandfather fought in, where he fought, and everything. And that opened his eyes to the Confederate monuments. Now, everybody has their own point of view.
Everybody share this live stream that's on here right now, please. Share it so you can go back to it, but share it so your friends can check out the hot action that happened during the first half, I would say, of this live stream.